Well, hello and welcome to the Swift Motorsports Hyperdrive Cup Series live at Darlington Raceway. Michael McCauley, how you doing, buddy? Michael, you got a copy? Well, we got to wait for Michael to get his headset tuned up, but he'll be with us shortly. It looks like we have everything up and going with about 4 minutes and 30 seconds left in practice here at Darlington. We're going to take a quick look at the Cup schedule. We have tonight's race at Darlington Raceway. We will take a couple of weeks off once again and come back July 15th at Talladega after tonight. So I had McCauley in here momentarily, but I've lost him, so maybe he's doing a reset on his stuff, and I'm sure he'll be back with us here shortly. Michael McCauley, you got it fixed yet?
I think you got it fixed
Yeah,
now.
you got it. We got you loud and clear. I had to, Nation said he didn't get an invite when I sent it to him for the server, and I sent the fella another one, so we'll see if he makes it in here tonight.
Nice.
So we may have him, but Darlington Raceway. And we're going to do Darlington tonight, Michael, for 120 laps. So really not a super long race around Darlington.
No, that's rather short.
Ought to be a really good one. We have a pretty decent field here tonight. 3 minutes left in practice, so you have the session pulled up yet?
Yeah, I got it pulled up now.
Oh, there you go. I'm going to jump on that 10 car right here, the Wrangler machine of Gary May. Watch him make a practice run. And fastest man on the speed charts in practice, and it ought to come to no surprise to you, Michael, or anyone really. Justin Gann in the 30.
No, it's no surprise.
Gann's been, he's really been one of the few guys to beat week in and week out here. So to see him fast in practice, not a surprise, and going to have to watch out for that 30 car tonight. It may actually be bad news for the competition, Michael.
Yeah, if he's fast in practice, that could be a bad sign for the competition.
Not too far behind him in practice, you got a couple of more guys. Todd Cray in the 22, and we know that Todd's fast week in and week out as well. And Todd's got to win this season. So I think he might give the 30 a little bit of a challenge. And May is sideways. Stay out of the wall. Nope, he touched it. It's just practice, though, so it's not going to hurt anything. But third back on that list is Andrew Mraz in the 4 car. And Mraz just needs luck to turn around his way a little bit, Michael McCauley.
Yeah.
If the 4 car can get a little bit of luck, I think he'll have a good, solid podium finish here.
Yeah, last week was a heartbreaker for him.
Yeah, it was, and we've seen a couple of races this season that have been that way for him. And, man, you really, when I think of the bad luck, too, the other guy that comes to mind is that 00 car, Nick Hunt. It doesn't seem like, throughout the whole – he'll run 90% of the race and be there. And then that last 5% seems to elude him the most.
Yeah.
So
last week was a solid finish, though.
Yeah, it was. Last week he was able to come home in the top 5, but it wasn't without having a few issues during that race. He had to really work at it to get it back in the top 5, and what a great recovery for this driver. But I really want to see where he ends up if he doesn't have issues. That's what I'm curious to see, because I know it's going to land him on the podium.
Oh, yeah.
He's been fast since week 1, and we are on I don't know if I can even count right anymore, but we're down a few now. We're on like what, 6 race?
Yep, we're week 6.
Yep, week 6, Darlington. So we are officially over 1/3 of the way.
Yeah.
Week 6 in Darlington. As far as the points go, you know, it's 10 races to determine who locks into the 5-race chase. So that's dwindling down, Michael. I mean, we're halfway through that.
Yeah, it's coming quick.
So do you think that's going to weigh on some of these guys' mind a little bit?
It could. The aggression could be up higher.
You think that stuff will start kicking in now as we're going to... I think we'll just go ahead and jump on board with the 4-car Andrew Mraz. Each week I'm going to try to pick a different driver to go on board with in qualifying. I think it'd be pretty cool. But so this week we're behind the wheel of the 4-car with Andrew Mraz. Man, right up at that wall. He come out of 2, and I thought he was going to knock it down, Michael.
Yeah. Definitely a tricky track.
Yeah, Darlington's not an easy one to get around, and see him come out of the corner there. Each end of the track is different, too.
Yeah, completely different.
One end you can pretty much hold the gas pedal down, and the other end you actually sometimes even got a brake going into it. And one of the problems I have here, and I don't know if other people run into this or not, that it might just be, you know, kind of a Vern thing, is I'll mix the ends of the racetrack up. So I'll try to enter 1 like I enter 3.
Yeah.
Don't work that way.
No, it definitely doesn't. You have to treat both turns completely different.
So Mraz is going to shut it down. Pretty decent lap right there at a 28.537.
Yeah, it's P1 so far.
So we're going to jump on there with Michael Mueller, but he's sitting on pit road. So we're going to go on board with Justin Gann right now, and Gann's currently 3rd on the board, running a lot different line here. He had it down towards the bottom in that corner on that white line. And he's downshifting. I think Gann's going to pull it off, and pretty happy with his run here.
He shut her down.
Mueller's still on pit road, and Gary Wells I believe he's got it neutraled out, and he's done with his run. So 00. Maybe he's about ready to make his run. We'll go on board with him as the engine fires up, and there he goes. So Nick Hunt, driving a 00 car, is going to make a qualifying attempt here. I keep sending that thing to Nation, but I haven't seen him.
No.
I don't know if he knows how to click on it, but Nick in the top 5 in practice speed, so we're going to have to see where he puts this thing down at qualifying. I expect a pretty good lap here out of him, though.
Yeah.
And right there's his lap. 1. Going to put him 5th on the board. And he looks like Nick's going to go for a lap 2 right here. So we'll have to see if that improves him. But he backed up where he was at in practice. I mean, he was 5th in practice, and he goes out here in qualifying and lands it in the top 5.
Yeah.
So another solid qualifying effort out of the driver of the 00 car. Oh, he goes to 4th on that second lap.
Up one.
Yep, so he actually picked up a little bit on lap 2 there, and that's going to put that 00 of Nick Hunt up into the 4th position, starting position. So good qualifying effort there, and I don't know. I don't see any cars going around the track right now, so.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's on there right now.
Yep, I think we're just going to change out our camera views and probably get ready to get started pretty quickly here. We've got Jessica in the chat. Let's go Todd Cray, driver of the 22 car.
Yeah, he's P1 so far.
Yes, he is. We'll take a look at that grid, starting grid, when they start gridding up here in a minute. I think this track might have scared a couple drivers tonight.
But it's definitely a tricky track. It's not an easy one. You go from a road course to this, it's not an easy change.
All right, so you see the pace car there, and they're going to do a quick drivers meeting. They'll start lining up. 00's taking the grid. The 4's taking the grid. We're going to change our cameras around where we can see what's going on. Yeah, don't like that view. Let's try this one. There we go. That's better. Just have to play around with it a little bit until we get it. So they're starting to get gridded up right now, and we'll pull the starting grid up and momentarily. As soon as we get a pole sitter, maybe. And then hopefully they'll file in pretty quickly after that. So we're getting close. It's going to be really an awesome race tonight. I'm going to call it before they even take the green. It's going to be an awesome race. Should be really competitive too, Michael.
Yeah, no, I think it's going to be entertaining.
We got some really competitive drivers out there, and heck, a couple of those guys might even have a little friction going on. And Darlington's a place that if there's friction, it'll find a way to happen. This is one of those tracks, though, that you really don't want to race another driver.
No.
You want to race the racetrack.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like the road course, just race the track.
Just like the road course, if you get caught racing somebody else, it's probably here going to lead to a Darlington stripe.
Yeah.
Or maybe worse. At the least, it'll give you the stripe, Michael.
Yeah. No, if you don't get a stripe, you had a pretty good race.
Sometimes you can get a stripe and still have a pretty good race, so
yeah,
we'll see if that happens tonight. We're still waiting for these guys to grid up. We got a few of them that are on the track right now. So a few of these guys have gridded up, but we are currently waiting on the bulk of them. It's like the outside line has made it. Got to get the inside line to start working on it. There's one right there, 51 of Mueller. I think I can probably cover the grid on their pace lap. What about you, Michael?
Yeah, you got it.
I'll pretend like I can. Gann took the grid in the 30 car. Now I see the 11 come into the picture here. It's Gary Wells in the 11 car. But we're going to cover all them in just a minute, and we're waiting on Todd Cray, our pole sitter. I'm sure he'll be out there before it goes green, Michael.
I sure hope so.
You wouldn't want to waste that first starting position here.
No.
Darlington's a track that's not the easiest track to pass at. I kind of wait for a guy, I'll follow a guy and maybe try to put a little pressure on them to see if they make a mistake.
Yeah.
And kills their momentum down the straightaway and gives you a chance to go after it. But we're missing. There he is right there. Yep. So we can start going through the starting grid for you real quick. And starting on the pole, no surprise, he was P2 in practice, goes to P1 in qualifying. That's a 22 of Todd Cray. And his outside in second is going to be that 4 car, Andrew Mraz. So starting third, you'll see the number 30. Watch him. Fastest car in practice tonight. That's the 30 of Justin Gann, so keep an eye on that 30. To his outside in fourth, another great starting effort for the 00 car of Nick Hunt. Just awesome job week in and week out in qualifying, and Darlington might be the track where Nick puts the whole thing together, and watch out, 00 might go for the W, Michael.
Yeah, it's a possibility.
So starting 5th, the number 51 on Michael Mueller. Driver needs no introduction. He is the winningest driver in this the Hyperdrive Cup Series. Talking about the 51 of Michael Mueller. So starting back in the 5th spot, I don't think it's going to slow that 51 down. To his outside in 6th, you see him right out there in the 17. It's the bootlegger, Michael.
Yeah.
The bootlegger, Tommy Haynes, in the 17, starting 6th. So we go to 7th, and you're going to find that 11 car right there, Gary Wells. And then to his outside in 8th is going to be the 26 of Michael Robinson. So starting 9th, 27 car, Jonathan Cogs. Where am I at? I didn't hit the grid button, did I? But it's the 27 car, Jonathan Cogswell in 9th.
Yeah.
I just didn't change the grid update. And then in 10th, you got the 10 car of Gary May. So he's starting exactly what the number of his car is, which is 10 there. And then back in 11th, you'll see the number 32 of Darren Clement. And I'm trying to click on these guys as I go here, but I don't see Clement on the track. But you got David Kamar's 02, which I don't see out there. But I do see the 14 of James Gannier. And I see the 5 right there, Chad Osborne. So that's your starting field at Darlington for the Swift Motorsports Hyperdrive Cup Series. And we're getting fast. The drivers are fastened in. They're pacing. And we're going to do 120 laps of racing right now. Pace cars in. There they go, man. They're on the gas. Todd Cray in the 22, not wasting any time after that green flag dropped.
That was a good launch.
4-car Mraz is going to fall in line right there, unchallenged for the P2 spot. We get to any battle, and it might be back here, and we got to restart timing and scoring. That's all messed up. Get back here to 3rd. You see the 30-car Justin Gann right now, but I'm going to get up on that lead battle because we got one.
Yeah, it's heating up already.
Yeah, that 4-car kind of, he found the line that the 22's running, and he kind of ran him down right there. We're talking about Andrew Mraz in the 4-car.
Ooh, Michael Mueller.
Mueller get into the outside wall bit.
I don't know if he got into it, but he got sideways.
Yeah, I'm going to look at the cars. He's down on the flat of the racetrack there. Now he's going to bring it back up the banking. If he did, it was so slight because I don't really see any damage. But he might have a little bit with that right rear. So Mueller going from the 4th back to the 7th position right there. Now our new leader is Mraz in the 4-car. And it looks like the 22 might have had a problem up there, Michael.
Yeah.
So Todd Cray in the City Chevrolet having some issues, and he's going to go all the way to the back of the field. You see Gannier right there in the 14 going to go around him. That's going to put Todd back in the 9th position. He's got a few guys a little farther back. The 10 and the 26 and the 5 are back there. So Mraz in the 4. There's Osborne right there going a lap down, actually. But you got Mraz in the 4 as your leader. And not too far behind him is the fastest guy in practice, and he's kind of running them down right now. That's the 30, Justin Gann. Gann's hunting.
Yeah. And Nick Hunt made his way up to 3rd already.
Yeah, Nick's got that 00 car up in a podium spot. What's he got? 115 more laps to cycle around Darlington, and if he could just keep it together, man, and make them clean, that 00 car is going to be in the he's going to be in the hunt tonight. So Nick Hunt will definitely be in the hunt. You see the bootlegger, though. Bootlegger's kind of I don't know. He might challenge that 00 a little bit. Talking about Tommy Haynes in the 17. You see Mueller in the 51 going to close back in behind him. And one thing we got is a race, Michael.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, back up front, 1.2 seconds is the advantage over second place. That will be the number 4, Andrew Mraz. Mraz having a really good race. Looked like he was real patient there at the start. He fell into second. He started to put a little pressure on that 22. But he just, it was like he just waited, you know, and it's like I told you, sometimes you put a little pressure and you just ride there until somebody makes a mistake. And then you take advantage of it. That's the easiest way to pass.
Yeah, and we've seen twice already how much one little mistake, what it can do.
And here's a driver right here talking about Mike Robinson in the 26 car. I'm pretty sure we interviewed this guy on the podium last week, Michael.
Yeah.
So able to get up there in the top 3 in the road course, but he drove all the way through the field to do it, if you remember.
Yeah, that was an entertaining race between him and Tommy Haynes.
Yeah, right now, though, he's sitting back in the 11th position, so he's going to have to – he might just be taking it easy on the 26 car. He may have a different strategy in mind altogether. Might not have anything to do with any of us, so we are 10 of 120 laps complete right now, and I know it might be early, but I'm thinking about first-round pit stops.
Yeah, this is a tricky pit road.
Especially if it stays green like it has the first 10 laps. And that's what I was going to hit on. Really tricky pit road entry. So you got to be very careful when you're making those pit stops. Back to the 00 now, still in the 3rd position. The 4th position, those changed hands. The 17 had it, Tommy Haynes, the bootlegger, and he got outmaneuvered by the 51 right there, Michael Mueller. There's no doubt the 51's going to be fast.
Yeah, it looks like he actually got in the wall at some point
Oh,
there,
he's
too.
bouncing the wall a little bit right there, too. The bootlegger right there in the 17's coming under fire from that 27 of Jonathan Cogswell. Man, this is awesome.
Yeah.
That 51's got it right up at the wall. If he's not touching it, he could reach out and flick it.
That's the fastest way around, though.
It is. I'm right in the center of the corner. You're on the gas hard. You just let it drift right up there. I think one of the trickiest parts is corner exit. You got to turn the car down on corner exit. If you don't, you'll smack the wall. You see the 27 of Cogswell right there. He grinded the right side a little bit, so put the stripe on the 27 car. I'll tell you another driver that's been driving back up through these guys after he had the problems early, started on the pole. That's the 22 of Todd Cray. And somebody just really popped the wall. I heard it, and there's smoke. The 4 car, our leader, Michael.
Yeah.
I heard it, I seen the smoke, and you can see the damage on the race car. So Mraz having a little bad luck early right here in Darlington. Still plenty of time to recover, though.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't take much here. It's a slick track.
Yeah, he's in a battle with the 7th for the 7th position now with Gary Wells in the 11, and Wells is just going to turn right down underneath the 4 car. So you hate to see that. Mraz up there leading, and we just talked about good luck. You know what I mean? Right before the race. And tonight's not going to be the night that the luck 100% flows his way. But he can still turn it around. There's plenty of time left in the race. And your new leader by 3.6 seconds. Guess who, Michael?
Justin Gann.
That's right. Justin Gann in the 30. Fastest man in practice. And that's related to the fastest man on the racetrack right now. I don't know if he is. Looks like Tommy Haynes turned a faster lap the last time. Going through and looking at lap times right there to see. But it looked like Haynes in second actually turned the fastest lap on the track. And I'm showing the 00 is disconnected. Is that true?
Yeah, I think so.
I think he is. So we're going to get on with the bootlegger here. He's 3 seconds back, and man, looking at the lap times, it wasn't a fluke. He was 0.2 faster than the leader that time, and he's knocked a little bit of the gap down. So the 17 car right here, Tommy Haynes has something figured out as this run goes on right here. But Tommy's going to have company from a couple other guys, one of them being the 51 of Michael Mueller, the other one maybe that 27 car Jonathan Cogswell. Looking at the lap times, these guys are laying some laps down right now. In comparison to the leader there, Haynes was about a 1/10 or 2/10 faster the last lap, Michael.
Yeah, wonder if he was saving tires at the beginning of this run.
Some of these guys might have. That's just differences in strategy. That last lap, though, they almost mimicked each other's lap. The leader went a 018 to a 003 from second place. But Cogswell in the 27 was the fastest, or actually Todd Cray was at a 911. So Cray was about a 1/10 faster that last lap, and you can see that he's tracking Cogswell in the 27 down and the 51 of Michael Mueller. I think as this goes on, it's going to get really interesting up here.
Yeah, there's still some tight battles.
Well, Gann found something the last lap. He's about 2/10 faster than those guys now. So he might have had the right front a little angry that slowed him down, and he cooled the right front off, and he's back after it again. Sometimes that's what you got to do. But what you got to do is just what you got to do, right, Michael?
Yeah.
Can't do no more, no less. Makes no sense at all. None. We'll pretend like it did.
We'll go with it.
Yep, we're going to go with it. And while we do it, we're going to do it through the field for you, too. We're going to do this one early because I know they'll start making pit stops when I do it. So we'll go on board with your leader, Justin Gann. How did he get there? Well, a couple guys had bad luck, and the 30 car drove his way up there, didn't he, Michael?
Yeah, he's kept his car clean so far.
And he's got about a 3.8-second lead on this driver. That's the 17 of Tommy Haynes, and I don't think there's a ton of... No, Haynes has pretty well got the 51 on his bumper, but Tommy has had to do a little bit of racing to get the 17 car up here to second. And
yeah, moved up 4 spots from the start.
Racing's what it's been because, no doubt about it, the 17 car has certainly been fast. So he's going to have a pretty good piece to work with tonight. We're going to go on board with third, and literally right behind the bootlegger is the 51 of Michael Mueller. It's crazy just to listen to the differences in how they work the throttle going into the corners. You know, center of the corner.
Yeah.
And even on corner exit, and the different lines right here between the 17 and the 51. The 51 able to turn the car down just a little bit lower. And they're pretty much identical lines down on this end. No, actually the 17's going to turn down lower there. So there's a lap with the 51. Let's go back to fourth place. He's a part of this battle too. And really, you wait for a guy to get in a wall and make a mistake to go around him here, right?
Yeah.
Now Todd Cray. No, that's the 00. So Nick Hunt and the 00 cars return to the racetrack. And we'll have to see how many laps down he was. Maybe he just got a disconnect, Michael, from the server.
Yeah.
So he's back getting points, and, you know, race number 6, the points, like we talked about earlier, this is when it starts crunching. You got to keep an eye on that. You got to maximize it and get as many as you can. So now we're on board with the 5th place driver. He was the pole sitter. That's Todd Crane, the 22. And he sees all of them right out of his windshield. He's not far behind these guys.
No.
His lap time was comparable to that of the 51 of Michael Mueller the last lap. And Todd, you can see a little bit of damage looking out of his hood on the right side right there. And I'm sure that that's certainly going to lead to a Darlington stripe, and he touches the wall again.
Yeah, another stripe.
Just while we're on board, so he added to it, didn't he?
Yeah.
So who do we got back in 6th? Well, I'll tell you who's back here. We have the number 11 of Gary Wells. And Gary pulled down, and he let the other Gary go. Man, that car looked like it got loose on him.
Yeah, he's fighting it right now.
I thought some of them guys might be wearing out a right front. It looks like he wore out a right rear. Oh, whoa.
Ooh.
You could almost see that one coming. Man, loose off the corner. So Wells is fighting a wheel right now, but Gary May looks like he's having just a little bit easier time of it on these old tires than Wells did. And he's going to move up to the 6th position and put Wells back to the 7th position. So we're on board right now with the 10 of Gary May. Man, he's all the way out of it, and I'm not so sure he didn't tap the brake. This is a tough, tough track.
Oh, it is, and tire wear is key on here.
Yeah, he or she who takes care of the tires better, probably going to be the one to watch out for. Another driver, he worked his way up to a podium in his first Cup Series start last week. That's Mike Robinson in the 26. He's sitting in 8th now. So he's up a couple spots from where he was earlier. And we'll have to see if he can dial in his whole race strategy and maybe get a win here tonight or put it back on the podium, Michael.
Yeah, it's a possibility.
We wondered how many laps that the driver of the 00 lost under that disconnect deal, and it was 5. The answer's 5. So Nick Hunt in the 00 car. Man, you hate it. It's like I said, you just have to have, you got to have the luck go your way.
Yeah.
And he hasn't been able to do that all season, so far this season. But he's going to get there. We got a car wrecked. You have any idea who that was? And we're
I
under
have
caution.
Gary Wells.
Gary Wells.
There.
Yep. So we'll get us an instant replay here to take a look at it and see what happened to Mr. Wells. But when we were on board with him, we seen him getting loose. We seen the 11 car getting loose off some of those corners. So let's watch him and see if that's in fact what took place with the 11 of Gary Wells. Not making any promises. Well,
yeah, it looks like he
started
definitely got loose.
started with contact with the outside wall in the center. It got loose. It stepped out on corner exit. And that's going to put the 11 around down the straightaway here. And he got back on it to try to get going, and it went the wrong way on him again. That car is just evil. It does not want to head the right direction, does it?
No.
Oh, it did it again. I don't think he's got a tire left. He might have a flat.
Yeah, he might have blown it.
That car don't even want to get going. It did it again. I think he's got a right rear down, Macaulay.
Yeah. They might have added that back into the game.
There's something evil going on with that car. But that is caution number 1 on lap 35, and that's a big break because I know some of these guys were getting ready for some green flag pit stops, man.
Yeah.
We're going to watch the leaders come down pit road right here. 30, Justin Gann. 17, Tommy Haynes. 51, Michael Mueller. That's your top 3. I'm going to take a quick break and get a drink, and then we'll be back. We'll play you a quick commercial right here, and we'll be back in about, I don't know, 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes.
All right. We're going to go green this time by.
Yep, I made it back just in time for it. I do want to thank everyone that's tuned into the broadcast tonight. We hope you're enjoying this race as much as we are. As they are 2x2 right here, getting ready for our first restart of the evening. You got to have a caution before you can have a restart, right?
Yeah.
So it's our first restart. Justin Gann's going to maintain the lead, but the second spot changes over on pit road to the 51 of Michael Mueller. You got the 27 of Cogswell, and look at that, the 10 car, Gary May in the 4th spot, second row there. And there he goes, the 30's going to launch.
Yeah, he took off pretty good there.
And we are right back to green flag racing just like that. 30 car, Justin Gann, your leader. 51 of Michael Mueller's going to settle in second place here. Man, Mueller entered that corner, and it looked like the back of the car started to wiggle on him. And the 27 of Cogswell's going to try to take advantage of his misfortune on that corner entry. You see Cogswell close up on him. But he's going to maintain the second spot right now. Cogswell's going to take a peek to the inside. And if you're going to pass, you're going to do it on fresh tires.
Yeah.
You see Tommy Haynes back there coming into the pit second during the caution. And, man, the 27's going to get a little bit loose. Oh, there's Nation, Michael.
There he is.
He's not in here, but he's in that chat. Man, look at this battle right here for P2. Jonathan Cogswell in the 27. Little bit of a flash right there out of the 51. He's going to throw a few sparks, but he's going to stay right next to the 27 on corner exit. Man, what a battle. We got a wreck.
Yeah, I don't know who that was. Was that Michael Robinson?
Yeah, that was the 26 of Michael Robinson. We're going to stay green, but he had him a moment back there on that straightaway.
Yeah, he did.
I want to get back to that battle. The 27's going to clear the 51. He's going to take the second spot, move the 51 to third, and the 51's going to, well, actually the battle's the 4 and the 17, and now the 4 gets loose. But the 4's 13 laps down, so that's not really a battle for position. We're on the 4 car right here of Andrew Morass. I'm guessing he had that car worked on for a while, Michael.
Yeah, I think so.
I've seen him sitting on pit road there even before the caution flag come out. He's sideways. Oh, and he's wrecking now. Nope. He's still saving it, but not now. Hard into the inside wall. Front of the 4 car is MIA, and he's going to back it up to the edge of pit road, and we're going to stay green. Yep, he's going to tow it in, and we're going to stay green. Up to our leader, picking up where he left off, 1.9 seconds ahead of second. Think he had a little more seconds than that before. Before that first caution, I think he was about 3.5 up. That sound right, Michael?
Yeah, something like that. He's working his way back there.
He's making it happen.
Yeah, and there's a battle for, what is that, 4th?
Yeah, Todd Cray. Todd Cray took it from the 17 of Tommy Haynes. So the pole sitter's finding his way back towards the front. After this last restart, picking up a spot right there to the 4th spot, and he can see the next 2 spots in front of him, not too far away. So the City Chevrolet probably clicking off laps right here. I don't know, though. The car looked like it wiggled a little bit on corner exit right there. I mean, I'll be honest with you, from what I'm seeing from a couple of these guys, this car gets pretty evil.
Yeah.
It looks like it's pretty loose. It may not be loose as much as just the back end unloading too quickly.
It almost looks like it's like you're exiting Dover right now.
Yeah, exactly. Man, 51 just rode the wall. He got into it pretty good, and that's going to pull the 22 right up to him. But once these tires wear, it's so hard to pass. Literally, it is so hard to pass a guy. You kind of got to wait for the mistake.
Yeah.
And it seems like when one of these guys catches another car, it's like they hit a brick wall. They'll get the momentum to catch them, and then when they get there, it's like they hit a wall. They can't go no more.
Yeah. So everybody's running the same line, too. That makes it even more difficult.
Exactly, and even when you're not running the same line, the racing surface is actually so narrow here. And you need so much of the corner and that surface, the surface in the corner, that it's hard to pass. It's hard to pass on fresh tires. Todd Cray's going to go for it right here. And he might get him, almost had him cleared in the center of the corner. Now the 51's going to fight back on corner exit. They're going to go side by side down the straightaway.
Ooh, contact a little bit there.
They got it sorted out. The 22's going to take the spot. The 51 looked like he might cross him over, but he's not going to be able to get the run off the corner to do so. And the 22 of Todd Cray is going to move it up into the top 3 right here. Lap 51. We're about 9 laps short of the halfway point. But we'll keep an eye on the 22 of Todd Cray because he's certainly headed in the right direction, and that's forward. Oh, Mueller able to take another look to the inside. Look at the run he's got down the straightaway on the 22 now. I thought that battle was in the books, and it wasn't, Michael.
Yeah, I thought it was over.
The 51's kind of changed his line a little bit, and he's able to get a better run off the corner. Two completely different lines. I think the 51 might have learned something or found something there, Michael.
Yeah.
Right through the center of the corner and on exit. 22's in the outside wall. Contact with the 51. And, man, unfortunately, I think the 51 car took the brunt of that one. Oh, you hate it for the driver of the 51 car. He's going to bring it to pit road, but it looks like he got pretty good damage on that race car.
Yeah, I think he may have blew it.
Blew the motor up. Yeah, it looked like it puffed some smoke back there, so that could have been what happened. Meanwhile, a driver who's not having any problems in this race here tonight, the 30 car, Justin Gann. What can you say? Possibly by the end of the night, he might say, I came here, I dominated, and I won.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's Darlington, man. And we've seen Mraz in the 4 car have a pretty comfortable lead early on, and next thing we know, Mraz had a badly damaged race car, and the 30 gets into the wall.
Yeah, and Todd Cray brought her down pit road right now.
Just when I was talking about it, the 30 pancakes the right side right on the wall, man.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't take much. It's one. This track's definitely one slip up, and your race could be over.
Yeah, and you get enough damage out there and upset that car and hurt the handling, and then some of them other guys starts closing up on you. One of them guys, the first one of those guys would be the 27 car right here, Jonathan Cogswell, but he's almost 4 seconds behind the leader. I think Gann was just setting such a pace up there. I think he was qualifying.
Yeah.
But I see 2 tenths come off that clock and now 2 more. So now 2 more just went back on there. Lap times, Cogswell a little bit quicker than what the 30 car Gann was. But right now, at this point, Tommy Haynes and Gary May are really showing some speed. That 10 car, Gary May's cutting some pretty nice laps right now, Macaulay.
Yeah, what, 29.8s? 29.6 for the most part.
29.7 right now, and that's good enough to be over a tenth faster than the leader. That was a 29.8 right there, and still the fastest driver on the racetrack. So this point to run, the 10 car of May has got it figured out. And Nick has gained a lap back. He's 4 laps down now. He probably got one back under that caution, Michael.
Yeah, I think he was the lucky dog on that caution.
And we are officially at the halfway point. 60 of 120 laps here tonight. Back up front on the leader. Yes, he did get into the wall, but it didn't kill the car because he's 4 seconds ahead of Cogswell right now. But at this point in the run, he's, well, that lap was tied with Haynes. But then Haynes went faster the last time. But May in that 10 is still the fastest. of those guys. So the 10-car Gary May has found a little bit of speed at Darlington tonight.
Yeah, definitely has.
Watch out for that feller later. And we still got half the race to go, so we'll see if he can put some kind of run together and really make it a show. But watching the leader, Justin Gann, work his way around here. And our pole sitter and a couple other of the fast guys had bad luck so far in the race. So we're taking a look at second place right there, and he don't want to look in his mirror too much because I believe that 17 behind him's getting bigger.
Yeah, I think he's starting to catch him now. You might actually see green flag pit stops here soon.
Yeah, we might actually get to see some green flag pit stops. I thought we were going to that first run. And then we had that caution come out, so. Looks like the tires may have caught up with Gary May in the 10 car.
Yeah, he's kind of backed off just a tad.
He's got it backed off a hair. It looks like Tommy Haynes in the 17 car, though, is on to something again.
Yeah, he's definitely catching up to Jonathan Cogswell.
He has a different line that he uses in the corner. And you'll see him drift up to the top, but he pulls the car back down to the bottom on corner exit. And look at the run he's able to get on the straightaway doing that. So just a little bit something different on corner exit with the 17. And he's almost to the bumper right now of the 27. And 27 had a little problem off that corner, I think. He was all the way at the bottom of the track. He's going to hold the 17 off, but, man, that 17's there now. And this is a battle for the P2 spot. So before the caution flag, when they come down pit road under caution, the 17 was in second. And it's taken him a few laps to get to second position back here, Michael.
Yeah.
But the bootlegger did it, man. He's back up to P2. He's 4.3 seconds behind the leader, but he's been faster than the leader for several laps now.
Yeah, definitely has.
And obviously faster than that guy right there in second. He had to make up some position on him to get that spot. So Tommy Haynes, 17 car, looking pretty racy right now. 4 seconds behind our leader, the 30 car, Justin Gann. You just got to drive it easy if you're Gann. What did we have when that first caution come out? 35 laps complete?
Yeah. Yeah, about that.
So we're about probably, 72 or 73. It'll be another 35-lap run for these guys.
Yeah.
Well, I'll be able to tell you. I can tell you that the 30 cars at 33 laps on his tires. Same with the 17 and the 27 and the 10. And then you got the 11 back there in fifth, 32 laps on his tires. So he pitted later in the caution there. Leads 3 seconds. And the reason why was 0.8 of a second that second place knocked off that last lap. Almost a full second faster, the 17 was.
Yeah, I think Gary May found some speed again.
Yeah, he's about a 10th. Cogswell has too. The 17 is able to, the bootlegger was able to get around Cogswell. But Cogswell's been running right with him since he made that pass. And,
yeah.
Man, they're hauling Justin Gann in, literally. Gann, I don't know if he's having problems with his tires. Maybe he backed it down there. Maybe he had trouble that we didn't see, Michael.
Yeah.
I don't know. But 1.2 seconds is now the advantage back to the 17 of Tommy Haynes. I'm just going to watch the lap times, man. One second is the advantage the leader has over the 17. Uh-oh, 27's in the wall. On corner exit, Cogswell rode the wall a little bit, and you see it's going to cost him some of that ground he had. Now he's in the wall again. That time I watched his fender cave in, literally. I seen it happen.
Yeah.
It caved the guy's right front fender in. But, man, we're going to have a lead battle. Tommy Haynes is right around a half a second behind the 30 of Justin Gann.
His closing speed's insane right now.
His closing speed's in. Oh, he's in the wall. Both of them were. 0.3 of a second, now 0.5. It looked like Gann might have got the wall a little less than the 17.
Yeah.
And I think that wall hit earlier by the 30 might be why these guys are running them down on the long run here.
Yeah, could be.
But I think the 17 might have used up some tires running the guy down.
He's catching him in the backstretch there, though.
Yeah, he ran him down real good right there. 0.3 of a second down one straightaway. He had been hauling him in by 0.6 or better a lap. You know what I mean?
Yeah, here he goes.
Oh, right here. It's like the 30's not going down the straightaway.
No. Looks like he's like almost down a cylinder.
But right through the corner, he's all over the 17, so the 17's not getting him on the corner.
Yeah, and here comes Cogswell, too, now.
You think that 30 might be down all the cylinders, saving a little fuel?
He could be. I don't know what's going on here.
Man, it makes you wonder, don't it? One way to find out. Well, 27's going to go around him for second place right here. I would guess they could probably go 40 laps. Nope, because they're there. They're at 40 laps on the tires, so what can they actually go on the tires here? Or the fuel?
Yeah. Yeah, how far do you want to push it?
It don't look like they can go 30 on the tires, but what can they go on the fuel? You see Haynes up there leading it, but Cogswell and Gann right here not far behind them. So Gann dropped a couple spots from first to third, but he's not going away.
No.
He does have damage on that right front, though. You can clearly see it out the windshield right here. And it looks pretty significant. That may be affecting his straightaway speed because he's not shutting the motor off. I think the car's hurt, Michael.
Yeah, definitely could be. Almost needs a caution to get that repair fixed.
You can tell the difference in RPM when I jumped on board briefly there with the 17 car. He's just getting more RPM down the straightaway than what the 30 is. But the 17's slower now. The 27 of Cogswell's closing right in on him. I think we might have another lead battle shaping up. Oh, 27 got a little loose off that corner. Macaulay, I've seen it.
Yeah, I think we got pit stops coming here.
Pit stops right here. Green flag pit stops, all three, first, second, and third. Man, the first and second have, look at third bringing it to pit road. Justin Gann with an awesome pit road entry. It looked like the 17 and 27 were struggling with the brakes, and the 30 said, see you guys later.
Yeah. Definitely don't want to get caught for speeding here, though.
No, you don't. That'll kill you right there. We're 80 of 120, so 40 laps to go now. And what a battle out of these top three. Really. Cogswell's going to get to his pit stall. Now you're going to see the 17 get to his and the 30 get to his. So here we go. The race is on pit road. 30 made a heck of a pit road entry. We'll see how they exit right here. 27 of Cogswell's off and going. 17's off and going. And
same way they came in, basically.
Same way they came in, that's right. But the 30's going to take off right here on pit road exit and start leaving them, man. Cogswell's going to get going. The bootlegger, though, I don't know, man. They're 39 laps to go, so I'm thinking a guy might kind of save on the tires a little bit this run, Michael McCauley.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you definitely want to let off a little early right now and save your tires.
Well, we've seen the 17 was able to drive through them that last run, later in the run, and it worked out to about the same amount of laps that we have left in this race.
Yeah.
So whatever strategy worked on the tires, he may even want to just back it up a little farther.
Yeah, so I wonder if Justin Gann learned something from that run and he'll save a little more here.
Gann's car looked like it was down on power, from what I can see, but maybe it was bound up by the tires. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he's back up to 9,000 RPMs.
Yeah, so his RPMs are clearly there. Can't get that word out tonight. We're not even going to try that word again. Just going to drop it out of the vocabulary for the rest of the race.
Yeah.
38 laps, there will be no more word that starts with the C like that. So 0.7 of a second separate your leader in second place, which is the 27 of Jonathan Cogswell. And I really haven't covered a couple of these other guys, so I want to get back here to this driver. Michael Robinson in the 26. He may get up to the podium again. I'm not going to say it's not going to happen, McCauley.
It's not over yet.
He's got it up in the top 5 now. He is the first car a lap down, but we see a caution flag, and I hear Lucky Dog coming his way.
Yeah.
And we could. We don't know when a guy's going to get into the outside wall and wind up in the outside fence and inside fence, and heck, who knows? Wrong way, sideways, upside down. We don't know what's going to happen, Michael. And that would put Michael Robinson, driver of the 26, in a good spot.
It would, yeah.
So we'll take a look at the 00 right here. He's still 4 laps down. He's been able to maintain that, so we know the 00 car is fast. I'm pretty sure it was a connection issue that got him earlier.
Yeah, I think so. It's unfortunate because he's definitely been quick.
Yes, he has. You hate to see that happen to him. He's had a fast hot rod, and I'm telling you, something tells me that it could have been the 00's night if that hadn't happened.
Yeah.
Based off what we've seen go down so far in the race, he's done a great job keeping the car clean. And then Wells running into some issues, and he's on pit road right now. So the 11 car's got her down there and the attention of his crew. And, of course, what can you say about Gary May?
Yeah, he's having a solid run.
10 car up there in the 4th spot, and he's got a rocket. Yeah, Nation starts with it. So Gary May right there in the 10 car. The Wrangler machine. A little bit of a throwback Dale Earnhardt Sr. paint scheme right there.
Yeah.
I like it.
Wonder if some of that just Justin Gann there. And Cogswell really cut into the lead.
I think with the damage on that right front, it's just affecting how that car handles as we get into the run, Michael. You see Cogswell closing right in on the 30, 2/10 of a second difference right here. Well, what's messed up, Nations, I sent you 2 invites tonight, not 1, 2. Tell him, Macaulay.
Yeah, I mean, I can even send one too. Maybe
Do
not.
it. Do it. Look in the WFO channel and right-click on him and invite him to this server.
Yep, just got it.
There you go, Nation. That makes 3. We got a lead battle. 90 laps into this thing. 30 laps to go right here. And Cogswell's there. Gann really sent it into the corner that time. Cogswell had problems, though.
Yeah, I think he might have got into the wall a little bit there.
He might have played with the outside wall, and Gann's going to stretch it out about a 10th right here on him to take it up to about 3/10. So what the 27's got to do is just settle down. He was there. He's got a good hot rod. He just can't push it too hard. You know what I mean?
Yeah, not yet.
You heat that tire up and piss it off, and you're going to be in as big of problems as the leader is. I don't know if Gann might just be backing up the run this time to keep from burning out the right front like the last run, Michael Macaulay. Maybe he's working a little strategy right here, too, and he might just be driving out of his rearview mirror. You see what I mean?
Yeah, could be. Just doing what he has to do to stay out front.
Yeah, the distance is staying about the same now once the 27's caught up to him some. Man, that corner entry there, though, the 27's able to close almost up to the back bumper of the 30. It's still like down the straightaway, the 30's down on speed a little bit. Macaulay?
Yeah, he could be.
I don't know, though, because if you look down this straightaway, look on the corner exit. Not really able to pull him down the straightaway this time, and a little bit of the draft could come into play there, too.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen how these cars can draft in all the other races, though. We got loose there.
Man, 27 really got a good run out of that corner, too. So the lead battle is shaping up to be the lead battle once again. But down here, man, on this end, Gann able to stretch it out a couple of tenths of a second. I think the 27's better down here at this end and Gann's better at the other end.
Yeah.
And look who's in the waiting room.
No way.
Nation, what's up?
What is up, people?
What's going on?
You found the booth. Michael McCauley said he left you a crayon trail.
Oh, I found it.
I did what I could.
You picked up on the crayons, did you?
Yeah, Mike knows you have to baby step my ass in this stuff. So yeah.
All right, Nation. We
What's
got
up?
we got a battle for the lead going on. 25 laps to go.
Yeah, it looks like a Ford battle. I don't really call that a lead.
Well, it's 2 different Fords, so 2 different drivers in them.
I tried to get Hal in here, and he wasn't having it. He just don't want to have
They told you no, it wasn't happening, huh?
it. Yeah, he called me a name, and I had to leave because I was crying.
You were crying again?
Yeah.
He made Nation cry again. You hear that, Macaulay?
Yeah, I'm not surprised there.
How
Mike.
how is it that you're able to endure so much abuse there, Nation?
You know what? It's a phenomenon. I don't know.
Phenomenon. He's using words too big for himself, Michael.
Yeah. Do you know what that word means?
it means the color inside the lines.
Yes. Inside how many lines, though, is the question.
All right, see, now you're getting different about that.
Well, you could always get the West Virginia calculator out and count them.
I crumpled it up and threw it away. I have to draw another one.
Well, I was going to tell you that problem's easily solved. You have crayons because Macaulay left you the trail of them.
He didn't leave me any crayons. He just drew them out and then took them away with him. So that was kind of...
Man, who takes their crayons home?
There's supposed to be
Exactly.
colored pencils at the end of the line, though.
Okay.
I took them all away. I'm like, what the hell happened here?
Did they quit teaching how to share in kindergarten now?
Preschool.
Preschool. Yeah, there you go.
They don't share anything in West Virginia. Let me just tell you that.
I beg to differ.
You have to pay for it.
So the 10 car, Gary May back in the 4th position, and watching lap times, these top 4 are all right around the same, Michael.
Yeah, definitely are.
I mean, literally not even a tenth separates the top 4, and Gann was no, not that time. You have to wonder, because we've seen it happen the last run. The 30, like he hit a brick wall late in the run. And Tommy Haynes is back 7 seconds on those guys, Michael.
Yeah, that's a bigger gap than it was the previous run.
And I don't really see any damage on the car, so is he going to flip a switch now and just start going, or what?
Yeah, it's how many laps are left? He's not running out of time here. 18, coming to 17 here.
19 laps to go right now. Am I on live TV? Yes, I am.
Yeah. Must be, because I'm 20 laps to go.
I'm at 19 to go. Are you watching it from iRacing, or are you watching it from YouTube?
iRacing. I just don't know how to count right now.
He's not really that well. I don't know. He took a little off that time. But it was later in that run the last time that the 17 really started going, by about almost a second a lap, if you remember.
Yeah.
He's running 29.9s now. Cogswell and the leader are right around 30 flats. So that's not a ton of difference in those lap times there.
Yeah, that's not going to be enough.
He's going to have to significantly find something quicker than that.
Yeah, it was 2/10 to pass lap.
Yeah, he went a 950 to a 970 and a 092. And a 005 on the 10 car. So there's still 17 laps to go, so maybe it's at 10 to go that shows up who saved the tires. I don't know. They've only got about 25 laps on this stint now. That lap, the 17 was 0.3 faster.
Yeah, he's 6.5 back now.
And he drew down on him. So maybe it was now that he goes on the tires. We'll see if that consistency stays up right here, because he ran a 9 flat. Those guys are really starting to slow down up front now.
Yeah, that was another half second.
He ran a 883 that lap. All right, so 15 to go, and it looks like the 17 is at the point where he goes. He's done it 2 laps in a row, so if he does it a 3rd lap right here, then it's not a fluke. Nope, he's on it. He's on it, and it's showing right there as he's able to pull in within about 5 seconds with 14 to go. This should get interesting.
Yeah, he should be there with a couple laps to go.
Meanwhile, Cogswell caught the leader, and he's kind of stayed there, but he's not been able to do anything with him with 14 to go. And I think Cogswell just running up here with the 30, he had to use up on his tires to stay up here, Michael.
Yeah, normally with the last run, he backed off with Tommy Haynes.
And I think Nation got away with a couple of hoods and fenders tonight.
No, if they say Ford on them, I don't think.
I'm going to check eBay later on.
If they say Chevy on them, I don't sell them on them.
We had a couple of them hoods flying around too, didn't we?
Just a few.
One of them, I believe, was off that City Chevrolet car. So you could have made good money on that one. Man, look at the lead close up there.
Michael puts that mermaid car on there. I'll buy that hood. I don't care what it's on.
I'll make sure I rip it off next season for you, Nation. It looks like the 27, again, he's better at one end of the track, and the 30's better at the other, Michael.
Yeah, it's
11 laps to go, and it looks like the 17's kind of stuck at 5. He stalled out, yeah. Oh, the 27's wrecking. That's what we talked about. And bad luck for the 27. He was right there battling for the lead. 11 laps to go, and he finds himself outside wall, inside wall. At least he didn't wind up on his lid.
Yeah, but he's bringing her pit road.
And what a break that is for the 30 car, Justin Gann. 10 laps to go for Gann, and a 5-second lead over second place, which is Tommy Haynes, the bootlegger. And I think the bootlegger might have saved on the tires a little bit. He didn't have enough, man. He's a little quicker right now than the leader is. But, man, he's going to have to be significantly quicker to knock that time down in the next 9 laps, Michael.
Yeah, he needs to start doing half a second here.
4.8 seconds is the gap right now between first and second. That's Justin Gann in the 30 and the 17 of Tommy Haynes. And then we got Gary May in the 10 car. Guess where he's at, Michael?
Third place now.
He's on the podium. Gary May has got the number 10 Wrangler Chevrolet, Nation, on the podium in the 3rd spot. And then Cogswell having his problems. He's going to take it to the attention of his crew. Gary Wells also still on pit road. Michael Robinson, though, is on the racetrack.
Yeah, he might take 4th place here.
And Robinson may take... I'm not even going to say he's not going to get up on the podium yet. There's still 7 to go, so anything could happen as we go back to the 0-0 of Nick Hunt in the 6th position. And just the way this race unfolded, because Nick had his problems early, he's able to recover and have a decent points night right here, Michael McCauley.
Yeah.
He did the same thing last week when he recovered to finish in the top 5.
I think he actually had 2 connection issues, too, tonight.
All right, McCauley. 2.2 seconds. The 17 has been bringing the thunder.
I don't know where he's finding this speed at the end of the run.
Well, he's getting it when it counts, but he's
getting there into the wall.
He's got 6 laps. He's going to drive it for everything it's worth. He literally has 6 laps to make up 2.4 seconds. We'll see if that goes down significantly or if it steadies out, and it looks like it's going to steady out right here. It's like he can find it and then he stalls again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think they're trading laps. I think the leader might have backed it down a little for a lap or 2.
Cool his tires down in case he needs them.
Yeah, in case he needs them. Plus, you know, when you got that kind of advantage, you don't really need to push the daylights out of the thing. You don't have pressure on you, so there's no sense of just overdriving it. And 5 laps to go right now, 2.1 second lead, 4 laps to go, actually. 2.2 seconds. I think the 30 just puts it a little bit on cruise control at this point.
Yeah.
I mean,
Haynes can see him, though.
He can see him, but 2.2 seconds is a big gap to make up in 4 laps here. If Gann can keep it out of the wall and just keep doing what he's doing, 3 to go now, I don't think he'll have any problems bringing it home here at Darlington. But it is Darlington. You take your eyeball off of it for just a second, you're going to find yourself in the bleachers.
Yeah, and Justin Gann's got a lap car in front of him, so that may slow him down a little bit.
Yeah, flat 2 seconds is the lead with 3 to go. I don't mind a 2-second lead with 3 to go.
Oh, Michael Robinson wrecked right in front of Justin Gann.
Oh, wow, and we're under caution. Wow. Who was that?
Michael Robinson, he just lost it.
Robinson. All right. So 26 car, we're going to go back and see what happened to him. And it looked like the outside wall happened. He planted it out there pretty hard, flattened that right, pancake the right side, and
Yeah.
we'll just watch it from here. I backed it up a pretty good ways, so. I think it's down at this next corner that the 26 is going to have his issues, and
You almost have to
oh
keep
yeah,
picking
he
your tires
pancaked
now.
it. He pancaked it and then got loose out of the corner, and he had it saved, and the thing caught and went the wrong way. It hung a right, put him in the outside wall, and he keeps it rolling, but he slowed it down just enough that it brought a caution out here, which is going to trigger a green-white checker.
Or in the technical terms, he smoochy pooed the wall.
Yes, he kissed up on it, didn't he, Nation?
Yes.
It's like kissing a rattlesnake, isn't it?
A little bit worse than that.
You try taking 2 tires here.
No. No, there's not enough cars, really, for that to be a benefit. I think you just eliminate yourself at that point. Feasibly, you've only got 3 cars that are competing right here.
Yeah.
You've got the 30, the 17, and the 10. Everybody else is a lap or 2 down, so... And it looks like the 00's disconnected once again. Justin Gannon, the 30, not going to have any problem getting off pit road first right here. You'll see Tommy Haynes likely come off second. And then Gary May brings it off third right here. And your top 3 cars are the only cars on the lead lap. Robinson in the 26 is 2 laps down. And then we had the 00 Nick Hunt behind him, but Nick is disconnected once again. Cogswell is also disconnected. Gary Wells, I believe, may still be on pit road. He is. And everybody else is retired from the race, and Darlington's a tough track, Michael.
Yeah, definitely is. It's definitely shown it too.
I think Nation's been throwing nails out on the racing surface again.
Can't afford nails.
Thumbtacks in?
I'm not going to say you're wrong.
Exactly. We had to figure out what was cheaper and more abundant.
Yeah, you can get thumbnails. They're like a dime a dozen. So,
Right.
Yeah, right.
And they'll flatten these slick tires out, won't they?
But yeah, you put some miles in your tires, I'm going to flatten them.
Nation, you doing any post-race interviews tonight?
Will not be doing any of those.
Well, I figured I'd take the first one. Macaulay do the second one. You do the third one.
Third one, is that third place or first place?
Third place.
Oh, yeah. What the hell? I'll do that.
There you go. And it may even be a driver of a Chevrolet.
Well, if it's not, then I'm not going to.
Well, you got Chevrolets in second and third right now. Right, Macaulay?
Yeah.
We'll go ahead and take it. Mike loves Chevrolets. Don't you, Mike?
And fourth,
Yes.
actually. So the leader is in a... The leader's in a Ford Mustang, Nation.
All right.
All right, he said. Gann is...
how I feel about
Gann's a leader in the 30 car, and he's revving that Mustang up. He's messing with Nation.
Don't do that too much, or you're gonna regret that.
I think he is messing with Nation, Macaulay.
Yeah.
Why not? Everybody else does.
All right, so we got a green-white checker, and, man, I tell you, we might not be done with green-white checkers.
I think they only get 1 shot at it.
Did anybody ever figure out what that pace car is?
Junk?
Well, yeah, junk. But what is
The Tesla.
say that?
Yeah. It's actually a Volkswagen, Nation.
Tesla, Volkswagen, same damn thing.
All right, so 30 and 17's your front row. 10 car, back there on the second row, and then Robinson in the 26 bringing up the rear of the field. And the pace car's in, and here we go. We're back to green flag racing for what could very well be the final time. This might be it. The 17 got a pretty good run here. The 30's in the lead, but if he makes a mistake, man, that's the bootlegger might slip in there. Michael.
Yeah.
May has fallen off.
Getting away.
Man, that 17 sent it in the corner. Every bit of it. 2 laps to go. We got a battle for the lead. He's not going to make it easy on him, is he?
No.
2/10 of a second is the advantage, and the 17's in the wall. Tommy Haynes getting into the outside wall. And I think that's going to be all she wrote as Gann goes down the back straightaway. Look at that 17 send it into the corner again, though. It's not going to be enough. Justin Gann will not be denied, and the 30 car goes to victory lane at Darlington. 17's going to bring it home in second. The 10 car of Gary May is going to bring it home in third. You got Michael Robinson in the 26 bringing it home fourth, and then Nick Hunt in the 00. Bringing it home where? In the top 5 again. Michael McCauley.
Another solid run with his connection issues.
So we're back up with the leader, who I'm sure is going to burn some tires off right here. Wouldn't you, Nation?
Not burn. Yeah.
You'd burn it down if you want it. You know it. And he's doing it. The smoke's rolling, man.
And that's why the last couple days were.
The smoke is rolling, Nation. I believe that's a Ford smoking the tires, too, Nation. What do you think?
Probably already smoking.
Probably the engine. Is that what you said? All right, we got to get that race winner in here for an interview. Let me see if I can find him down there. Oh, where's my? I can't move nobody. I think I've lost my ability to move people, Michael McCauley.
My ability to think. So.
You know
Hey,
why?
Where is that? Oh, there he is.
He's in the admin tower. You can't move him either, can you?
Nope.
Yep, he's in the admin.
I can invite him to it, but that's it.
Brain stem that come up with.
All right, he's not in there anymore. They're down there in the waiting room, so here we go. Justin Gann, you got Vern, Michael, and Nation in the booth. You got a copy, buddy?
Oh man, it's a party now.
Man, you had to put the hammer down on that last restart.
Yeah, I wasn't too excited about that last caution, but I knew as long as I got the jump, I could probably have a good chance of maintaining the lead.
Yeah, it looked like everybody was for the last caution except for you.
Yeah. I mean, I know the other guys had to, but I was saving my butt off, fuel strategy wise, just to make it to the end. And I was excited coming to the 3 to go, knew I was good and I could gun it, and for that to happen, it was a little disappointing.
Man, I'll tell you what. The last restart, you had your work cut out for you, but most of that race, you were fastest in practice. And once you got the 30 car out front, man, it looked like it just went really good for you, Justin.
Yeah, there's a couple turns I forgot which turn I was going into and drove it wrong and ended up in the wall, but it's easy to do here. So luckily I was able to keep it against the wall and not sling it down into the infield wall. Yeah, I mean, overall it was a good race. Like I said, fuel strategy was a big part of it, so we didn't have to drive so hard those last two runs. But yeah, it was definitely got my heart going that last restart there.
Yeah, that's all it takes sometimes to do it. What do they say? If you don't leave Darlington with the right side smashed in, you didn't race.
That's right.
Sometimes you just got to smash it in to show that you raced, and you did. You showed up and you raced in the 30 car, fastest in practice, been fast all season, and this win number 2 or 3?
Maybe win 3 actually.
I think it is win number 3. Let's count it. I don't know if the points are updated yet. At least they wouldn't have been the last time I did it. That's win number 3, buddy.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
I got the win here last night in the Xfinity car, so I had to show up with the Cup car, I guess.
6 races this season. You've won half of them.
There you go, man.
And you are sitting, I believe I'm showing 8th in the point standings right now.
Yeah, I think I missed a couple races or something. I think I might.
I believe you missed the first week, and you're a race behind those guys.
Yep.
That's what it is. But man, 3rd win after. How was Darlington? Is it as tough as it normally is? It looked like the car could get a little bit evil and loose at times. So tell us how it drove.
Yeah. So with the old Cup car, you can go around the track pretty good, pretty hard, and it sticks. It will not do that anymore. So you definitely have to be careful coming into the turn 1 and coming out of turn 2. So it can definitely snap loose at you any time. It didn't seem like no matter how wore out the tires or heated up the tires got, it got any better. So you had to be on your toes the whole race. So it's definitely different than it used to be, but it makes it a little more interesting and more fun to drive. So I'm all for it. I'm excited to have a race like this with the new Cup car because we haven't been seeing this kind of challenge in this car up until this race.
There you go. Yeah, and it kind of, because of how the corners are at Darlington, it really eliminates the pack racing.
Oh, yeah.
And I think we've seen that tonight, and it worked out good for you, Justin, able to take home the top spot on win number 3 of the season. And we're going to take a little bit of a break and then come back to Talladega, so you might have got a little kryptonite coming up on the schedule there.
Yeah, well, it's good going into Talladega with a win, but hopefully things work out pretty well with the team, and we can finish in the top spot there at Talladega also.
There you go. Got to get in it to win it, right?
That's right.
All right, Justin, you have anyone you want to thank while we got you up in the booth, buddy?
Yep, I got to thank the sponsor, Ayers Irising Paints, for sponsoring the Ford Mustang out there tonight. I got to thank all the admins putting in the hard work over here at Swift Motorsports. I got to thank WFO for putting on the broadcast and my team for the support that they give me.
Awesome, man. Thank you for giving us the opportunity to come over and broadcast the Hyperdrive Cup Series at Swift Motorsports. We appreciate it very much, man.
Yes, sir.
All right, Justin, best of luck to you at Talladega on the 15th, I believe it is. So a couple of weeks from now, we're going to take a little bit of a break for the July 4th holiday. Happy 4th of July to you, man, and congrats on the win.
Yes, sir. You too. Y'all have a good night.
You too. All right, so your race winner, Justin Gann. Now we're going to go back to the second position, and I believe this one's going to be you, Michael.
All right.
You got the bootlegger, man.
Yeah. Hey, Tommy Haynes, it's Mike from the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
Bootlegger Nation, baby.
Yeah. How many bootleggers do you have tonight?
A few more so I can catch Justin, I believe, just to get a little brave there at the end.
Yeah. Well, it's exciting.
It was. I had a better car on the long run. I feel like I know on starts and restarts and stuff they check out. I could get back to them on the long run. I don't think if that caution at the end would have come out, I'd have probably got maybe to Justin's bumper. I'd been about the closest, but I tried on that restart. I wanted to try to slide job him, but I didn't want to take us both out. So, but other than that, man, it was a good race. Got in the wall a few times, but it's Darlington, so you're gonna take some stripes home with you.
Yeah. How was the car handling? It looked like it was pretty tough.
A handful, real loose. Last night on the Xfinity car, you could run the bottom a little bit in 1 and 2, but on this car, you got down toward the bottom like that, try to drive center off, it wanted to break loose on you.
Yeah. Did damage affect your car too much, or not really?
It did that much. I got all of it repaired at one pit stop, and then after that, but I don't, scraping the wall and stuff like that, I don't think it hurt it much.
No, it shouldn't do too much. I don't know if you got into it pretty hard at one point or not. I mean, it's Darlington. Everybody kind of gets into the wall here.
I know I hit it a bunch of times, but I left here with a 2X, so I guess that's pretty good.
Yeah, no, it's not bad at all. Leave with a 2X. You looking forward to going to Dega in a couple weeks?
Oh, I'm ready. I like plate racing. Like I said, I see what we got here. I think we'll have a good shot of winning that. It's going to be kind of interesting to see how these cars right here run at the plate track. So I don't think you're going to be able to let the field get a long ways away from you because it's going to be hard to catch back up. I've noticed that when we run 2-mile tracks now, mile and a half, so that, they'll draft away from you, and you can't, unless you get a caution, you're not going to catch up. So you just might as well just stay up there with them. So
yeah, have you tried bump drafting in these cars yet?
that's a negative. I might have to drink a couple bootleggers and then try that.
Looks like you're actually going to leave this weekend as the point leader too.
Yeah, I come in leading the points, and I see when Todd got out, and I was like, well, let me just keep it in between the walls here, and I can get on out of here with a few more point lead here.
Yeah, I think you're 8 points up right now, so
I'll take it.
yeah, it's not a bad lead right now. Anybody you would like to thank tonight?
I'd like to thank AutosByNelson.com. I'd like to thank Jalisco Beverage. That's the makers of the bootleggers. I'd like to thank Hyperdrive for the sponsor. I'd like to thank Butt Kicker, y'all, for what y'all do. Justin and Don and everybody in the admin tower for the league. And see if we can't get a few more people in here. I think a lot of people wrecked out tonight and stuff. So I think we'll probably have a full field next race.
Yeah, should be definitely entertaining next race.
Oh, they'll all be back for Dega.
Vern, you keeping them straight up there in the booth there, Vern?
Man, I think they're keeping me straight tonight, Tommy. I'm not gonna lie, man.
I was trying to get y'all some bootleggers, man. I'm gonna get that win before it's over with. Don't worry.
It's bootleggers for all of us when you do that, man.
I had that. I was trying to get her in Victor Lane, but we'll try next time.
Nation was celebrating with the bootleggers for you earlier, though.
There you go. There you go.
Still celebrating, so don't worry about that.
Yeah,
I hope y'all have a good 4th of July weekend and stay out of trouble.
Tommy, you do the same, buddy, and we'll see you back at Talladega in a couple weeks.
Hopefully, I'll be talking to y'all from the number 1 stop.
We're gonna have the bootleggers waiting, dude. I promise you.
We'll have them on ice, ready to rock.
That's it, man.
There you go. Y'all have a good weekend. See you, buddy.
You too. All right. So, Nation, you ready?
Why?
It's your turn. Third place.
Oh. Now I have to do something. Is this Gary May?
Yep. Gary May. Let me get him up here right now.
Gary May, how are you?
Doing good. How you guys doing?
I'm doing good. These guys are Mike and Vern, or I don't know.
Well, thanks, Nation.
Yeah, throw us under the bus, I guess.
I wanted to ask you a question, Gary. Those last 5 laps, can you say anything significant about them?
The last 5 laps, no. I was just biding my time. I knew those two up in front of me were going to be racing pretty hard for it. I just continued to try to race the track, and if I got lucky to get by them, then so be it.
I thought you had a chance to get there, at least to get second. That was my thinking.
I saw Tommy slip up a little bit once, and but then I got a little loose myself, and just decided had to gather it a little bit, and then try to bring it back. But yeah, this is my first time in the booth, so I'm pretty happy about that 3rd place finish.
Heck yeah, man.
yeah.
You're in the booth with us, and you're happy about that. Oh God.
He's happy about his podium here, Nation.
See, I thought he would have got second. I honestly did.
Gary, what I seen tonight, the car looked really good. Halfway through the runners, though, you were turning, if not the fastest lap, the 2nd fastest lap on the track. Your lap times looked real good, and you held them down there for a while, and it looked like you had a great race here tonight.
I did. I didn't make any mistakes. I think I might have kissed the wall a couple times, but nothing too serious. But once again, I was just really trying to race the track, not so much competitors. I had to dodge a few spins in front of me, and a couple times got real nervous about getting into somebody else. But just continued to gather, race the track, and the speed was definitely there. But had a good time though.
Well,
You got third place. So that's really not a bad day at the plate.
No, like I said, that's my highest finish in this series in this league, and I'll take it and run with it.
Hell yeah, I would too.
Well, what do we tell everybody, Michael, when they get in the booth for the first time? What do we tell them? We expect to see more of them, right?
Yeah, we expect you back.
Well, I like this new car. I think it makes me a lot more competitive. I know some of the guys might not like it. It really didn't matter much with this track. I think it still had to do a lot of driving with this track. I know a lot of tracks it's you don't have to drive this as much, but this track it was on skates. It was actually worse than the Xfinity car. So, I didn't make any major mistakes and brought home third.
That's a good night at the racetrack, man.
So your next track is going to be Dega. What do you think about that?
I actually love super speedways. So, a lot of it has to do with luck and being in the right place at the right time. But I really enjoy super speedways. I feel that they're probably my most competitive tracks. So I'm looking forward to it.
Do you have anybody you want to thank besides me?
Yeah, of course. I want to thank you guys for the booth, putting on a show. WFO does a great job. I also want to thank all the admins, for doing a great job. I really think this league does a great job with adminning, and the owner of the leagues with Motorsports, Justin. I really enjoyed the invite. Really enjoyed the league, and enjoy the majority of the guys, and I'm having a lot of fun this year.
Dude, that's about the best thing you could say. That was awesome.
I appreciate it.
He's pretty good at interviewing, Nation. He's got to come in more often, don't he?
Yeah, dude, I suck at interviewing, so yeah, he makes it easy.
Plus, he's got a good paint job.
I have a crappy paint job.
I like my paint job too. But no, hey, I'll see you soon. Let's put it that way. I won't.
Yeah, we don't make you make promises, but we expect to see more of you, Gary.
Well, I'm gonna make a promise. You will see more of me. I really, really like the league and really like these cars.
That car was a hot rod tonight, man. If you keep that up the rest of the season, I promise you'll see more of us.
That's why I was saying he was going to get at least second. That's what I was hoping for, because I was watching him and I was like, hey, this dude's got to do it.
If the run would have been a little longer, I think the 10 would have had a shot. I really do. When they closed back up there, you had a really good car. You were right there with them, and a lot of times, and you can ask McCauley, we'd check the lap times, and you'd be a tenth or two faster, wouldn't he, Michael?
Yeah.
Well, I was really trying to take care of my stuff and go with those long runs. I knew with the shortened, the number of people in the field tonight, I knew there wasn't going to be many cautions, so I knew you had to take care of the car and try to get those long runs and try to keep the speed up. So that's what we tried, and it worked out pretty good.
Well, congratulations, Gary, and good luck to you at Talladega, buddy.
Thanks, gentlemen. You guys have a good night.
You do the same. Well, what happened to the WFO waiting room?
Now what did you do?
I don't know, Nation.
The waiting room's still there. There's Mike Robinson.
Yep, we're going to get that feller up here. He's a good dude, so we'll get him up here. We're going to go one more tonight.
I get his ass up. Let's do it.
Mike Robinson, driver of the 26. You got a copy?
Oh, what's going on?
Well, hey.
What's going on, y'all?
He drove it from the back to fourth, so you fell one short of the podium, Mike.
I don't know. I don't know what to say, man. That back row really likes me, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think a lot of people were probably happy about that caution flag there. I don't think the leader was real happy, but I think all the guys behind the leader was at that time. But man, still a solid night for you. We've seen you come from the back of the field again, and you get all the way up there to 4th position tonight.
This place is pardon my French, a fickle bitch, but it's a tough one.
Did he say tickle bitch?
I think he did, Nation.
I'm getting that tattoo
You want that tattoo? You said
tomorrow. Tickle bitch.
You're feeding him ammunition, Mike.
Hey, I can't help. I'm an enabler, man.
You're enabling Nation. Don't do it.
I mean, he can keep the hood for all I care. It helped me out this week.
Oh, I see you and Nation getting along real good.
Hey, I lose another one, Nation. If I lose one at Dega, you'll get one signed. How's that?
That'd be great. Thank you.
Well, we got ice cold bootleggers if a certain driver gets the victory lane, Nation. So
I got one DUI. What's wrong with 2?
yeah, might as well go for a dozen of them, right?
Yeah, Baker's dozen 13.
So first two races in the Cup Series, Mike, and it's landed you both times in the broadcast booth.
Hey, it's luck, I guess. I guess I could say it 2 weeks in a row.
I would say luck, but I would call it something else.
A little bit of skill in there, Nation.
All right, I'm just gonna sit here quietly then.
You still got your crayons?
Well, I just got the yellow one now.
What did you eat the rest of them again?
I was hungry.
See what I told you when you got them crayons, Macaulay?
I know.
You
I
can't
won't do it again.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
you don't know about that guy, Mike.
These guys mess with me all the time.
Oh, really? Is that how that goes?
Yes, Vern, that's how that goes.
If they didn't pick on you, they wouldn't like you, right?
That's right.
That's what they say, but I'm starting to doubt that. It's been like 4 years, so I'm starting to doubt it.
Who needs enemies if you got friends like us, Nation?
No doubt.
Mike, it is good to have you in the booth at the end of the race tonight and to see you. I know that you probably didn't have the run that you wanted to, but you really ended up with a good position for it.
Yeah, I mean, like I said last week, it's Darlington. It can happen to anybody. It happened to Johnson, but I mean, I'm glad it's over with. I'm ready for Dega, and hopefully I can put it in the victory lane then, because I love Dega.
There you go. You have anyone you want to thank? Why would
Same people as last week, -1, but we're gonna try for next week. Hopefully,
I don't know why you minus me, but
he minus you, Nation.
Mess up.
When he said the -1, I knew it was Nation.
No, I lost my spotter. He got lost in the airport, but it's all right. But I just same people as last week, man. But it's going to be a good one. I want to add my wife in there for letting me get in tonight, because tonight was going to be a difficult one with our 1-year-old. So
Yeah, absolutely, man, and congratulations on the little one.
no, she's a year old and hellion already.
That's how it usually works, yeah.
Yeah, my youngest one turned 18 in September, so I feel old, Nation.
Jeez,
Dude, I'm older than you. Shut up.
I mean, I'm just going to go ahead and keep my age quiet then.
Well, I think Macaulay there probably down in the younger years.
Yeah. 28.
Oh God, somebody younger than me.
28, yeah. I'm only 22, so.
Nation. Yeah.
Nation.
Yeah, 50 years ago.
Internet fixing line.
You're 22, 40 years ago, Nation.
50 years ago.
Mike, good to have you in the booth, man. I think we're going to
You
go
too,
ahead
man.
and get this thing cut out for the night, and we will see everybody back on, I believe it's July 15th. Isn't that what we talked
it's
about
15th.
earlier?
Wow. Sweet.
Yep,
So,
July 15th.
So July 15th at Talladega Super Speedway, and we heard Mike Robinson. He said he likes Dega, so he's probably we're probably going to be talking to him in the booth again, Nation.
you can do that. He's cool, dude.
And maybe the next time he'll give you a proper thank you.
Oh yeah.
No,
Oh yeah. No, I'll just come up there with a couple of double fisted beers for him. How's that?
There you go.
Hell yeah.
He's got it right, don't he, Nation?
That'll work.
If he ain't Stone Cold Steve Austin, what is he doing with his life?
I think Nation might have a new friend.
I'm a lot younger than that dude, so okay.
Nation, you found somebody you were younger than.
Dude, that was hard to do.
I'm impressed. I really am, but I want to.
At my age, that's hard to find.
We would like to thank everyone. Actually, we're not doing that yet because we need to take a look at the finishing results.
I thought we already saw those.
No, we didn't look at all of them, so we'll go over it again real quick. I like to do this before we exit the broadcast for the evening, Nation.
Well, do what you want to do.
So the winner was Justin Gann, had him in the booth here, driving the 30 car. Second place, Tommy Haynes in the 17, the bootlegger. And then back in third, Gary May, his first podium finish of his career at Swift Motorsports in the Hyperdrive Cup Series. So good night for Gary in the 10 car. Then you got right here in the booth with us, Mike Robinson bringing it from the rear of the field up to fourth tonight. And then fifth was the 00 of Nick Hunt. Man, what a great recovery for him, Macaulay.
Yeah. How many connection issues did he have tonight?
He had a couple of them, and other guys had problems, and Nick was able to sneak in there and have another solid points night. And if you take a look at the points, that kind of stuff shows up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's sitting in the fourth position in points, and part of it's because he's resilient. He runs into problems and he don't give up. You know what I mean? You get disconnected a couple times, you can ask Nation. I'd been so mad I just went to bed, wouldn't I, Nation?
Yes, you would.
So Mark Martin-esque.
And
more of a Tony Stewart-esque.
and so
Or just get mad and he's like, screw this, I'm gone.
Nick he stays with it, man, and that's that's actually the mark of a champion. It really is. And the 00 car had been fast every week, so I'd look out for that guy. Dega and all the races for the remainder of the season anyway. Jonathan Cogswell's 27 car, he was fast tonight, Macaulay.
Yeah, he was up there majority of the race.
Yeah, 27 had a hot rod, and he had a little bit of problems late, and that ended his night a little early. And then you go back and Gary Wells in the 11, 2 weeks in a row. The car has not been kind to him, Macaulay.
No, not as bad as last week, but still wasn't kind to him.
So Todd Cray, the pole sitter tonight, going to bring it home in the 8th position. He had to retire a little bit early. Michael Mueller in a 51 fast car through half the race or better, and he had to retire it early on. And then you go back in 10th and you find the 4-car Andrew Mraz, who just once again had bad luck again this week. So 11th is going to be the 14 of James Gannier. And then back in 12th was the 5 of Chad Osborne. It looks like Darren Clement in the 32. He'll get credited with 13th place, and I believe David Kamar in the 02 is going to be credited back there in 14th or 15th. So that's going to do it for your start or your finishing positions at Darlington tonight, Nation. And I think that's it, Nation. You got anyone you want to thank?
Darlington, South Carolina. Yeah.
You thank Darlington, huh, for letting us putting up with us? No.
the track, so sorry about that.
Now, I want to thank all the viewers, everybody that tunes into these things week in and week out. We know you don't have to, and these guys over here at Swift and the Hyperdrive Cup Series put on a great show. So we appreciate everyone at the Hyperdrive Cup Series, Swift Motorsports, for having us over here, and
I enjoyed it.
And we got Nation in the booth tonight. This super special night.
Sorry about your luck.
It's like having a celebrity in here, Michael McCullough.
No, it's like having a convict in you.
It's close to having Macaulay Culkin.
Actually,
Mike, shut up.
kind of just like having Macaulay Culkin.
Who the hell would want to talk to him?
And we got a Nation. You are a celebrity
Really?
after the
Like
week.
an autograph?
I know.
No, that's a different kind of celebrity.
We just thanks for coming in tonight and helping out, buddy. That's the best way.
I'm always here for you, man.
Michael McCauley, thank you once again. Done another phenomenal job.
Yeah, no problem.
I hung in there. Thank all you viewers. If you like the broadcast, give us a like. If you haven't subscribed, do that. If you want to see some more of these races, these guys put on a great show. Great group of guys over here. Good competition level, too. We didn't know who was going to win it until they won it, Michael.
Yeah, it wasn't over till it was over.
That's how it is.
That's kind of how it works.
Race in and race out. That's just how it works here, and the competition's really good. So thank you for tuning in. Everybody have a safe but fun 4th of July weekend. And we'll see you back at Dega on July 15th. Have a great night.
Take care.